Okay, hi. We're at the Minnetonka Club here in Minneapolis, and this is a beautiful range. This is the short range here, and we have 4 or 5 different flags for 100 yards and in, and so you can really dial in your distances here and practicing to different flags and so on. But a lot of people don't have this luxury on the range. Sometimes you're lucky to get anything under 100 yards as far as a target. So it's kind of hard to tell maybe how far you're hitting your wedge or your gap wedge or your pitching wedge and what to use on the golf course. And of course on the golf courses sometimes, I don't know, do you trust the yardages or not? But a way you can really dial in your wedges is to work off a half swing. All right. Now the shot I hit was pretty much of a half swing shot, and I know it's going to go about 50, 55 yards. I've got a 55 degree here. All right. And if I hit a half pitching wedge, I know I could do that about 80, maybe 75 yards, and the 60 degree would be about 45 for a half swing, maybe. I've got those yardages, they're approximate, but what you want to work off is your half swing, all right? So if I know, and again, you don't have to have a yardage when I say you know how far you're hitting a shot. You know how far the ball goes by just looking at it, all right? So a half swing is going to give you X amount of yards, all right, with, for instance, the 55. So now you get on the golf course and you're in this range, you're in your 55 degree wedge range, all right? So what you could do would be to make the actual half swing as a practice swing, and now you're sensing, oh, I need a little bit more or I need a little bit less. All right, so you're coming up to a shot and you're not sure of the distance. Let's say the distance is 45 yards, all right, and you pick out your 55 degree, all right, and but you're not really sure of this distance. So what you want to do, and a good way to really feel distances on the golf course, what you want to do is actually make the half swing and imagine the ball going out just like your practice. Imagine the ball going out your distance. Now you can either dial up or down. So for instance, in this case, I'm about 45 yards, but I'm not sure of that distance. So I'm going to go ahead and make my half swing, and I know that goes 55 yards. And I can see the ball going 55 yards and going over the pin. All right, when I'm on the course, now I can just back off a little bit, all right, and hit the shot the correct distance. Or you can increase from there. So knowing what you do, what you can hit with a pitching, with any one of your wedges up to 60 degrees, knowing what the half swing will do, all right, will give you an indicator as to what you want to do on the golf course. So I would take all of your wedges and give yourself the half swing, practice the half swing shot, all right. Okay, now I know how far that went. I can see it very easily. I can sense that. Now when I get on the golf course and I'm over here and I don't really know exactly what the distance is, I'm going to make that half swing, and it's going to go over the green. I can back off a little bit. So this is the way that you can sense and really dial in your wedges when you get on the golf course. It makes sure that when you get out there on the course, make sure that you don't just imagine your swing. Actually make the swing. Okay? Now sense the ball. You make the swing, go through your whole swing, sense the ball, and then you either work up or down as far as the length of swing. So this is a good way to to get your wedge game going. Okay?